But the governor does have the authority under this act for 30 days. He could do almost limitless with the National Guard. I don't anticipate, though, this being that type of emergency where anything short of, maybe serving as a secondary guard at a DOC, there'd be any need. And I would happily go on record. I do not think this governor would do that. I think were he to somehow mobilize the National Guard and let's say, start nationalizing, or I should say stateizing, I don't know what the word is, industries taking over manufacturing plants, boy, he better have a really good reason to do it, or I think this body will come in and shut that down pretty quick.
For follow-up, you're recognized.
And again, I appreciate that, but really, my question was more pointed towards a possible conflict with those specific members, and in the event that the National Guard is called into service, do we have some kind of a backup?
In case they are called into service, for example. For example, Jeremy Kennedy's a high-ranking military officer in the National Guard. The Speaker would probably have to answer that, but he would have the ability to change appointment if for somehow his National Guard service as a very high-ranking officer, I believe a lieutenant colonel, but I'm sure he'll text me if I get it wrong. Okay, I think it was right because I don't have one. I think the Speaker would be able to appoint someone else if that were to happen.
For follow-up, you're recognized.
And then I believe this will be my last question, but on the possible transfer of $50 million, which is allowable under this emergency act, for transparency purposes, what will this process look like?
Yeah, so great question. So the only thing that's allowable, by the way, Representative May did text me. He is not in the National Guard. So he wanted me to, he is a fireman. But the $50 million, here's the limits on the $50 million inside statute. And we're kind of in uncharted territory because no one's ever invoked this statute. You have inside the $50 million only those funds that are available to the governor anyway. So he can't reach out and touch funds that he didn't otherwise have access to. At that point, he would have to notify us for those additional funds that we are using, and we're going through the budgetary process. We're going to fill the budget hole this year, but we still have to come in and pass later next year's budget. So those would be the safeguards.
For follow-up, you're recognized.
And just one thing that you said, that he would be notifying us, how would that notification come to the body in general?
Great question. So the notification required underneath this HCR is a notification of the pro tem and the Speaker, and then the pro tem and the Speaker would then have to notify the body in general. And the Speaker did text me. I just want to make sure